bounty hunter for MMA UK. I'm here with Mokaev. Mohammed, how are you doing? It's been a roller coaster of a week for you.
Yeah, it's good. I'm in Bangkok now. Tomorrow night I'm flying back to England. I was here one and a half month since my last fight. I came here training at Tiger Muay Thai, get ready for Asian Open, IMMAF Championship.
Yeah. So a lot has happened to you this week. We'll come back to Thailand at the end because that's another good news story. So we'll end on a positive note. But tell us about what's happened this week, because you got banned from competing in the IMMAF tournament. Because of some posts that you put on Facebook that kind of alluded to what they deemed to be a dramatic weight cut. And as it transpired, I think, you know, you'd actually lost the majority of the weight over a longer period in a healthy way through diet and obviously your training. But it was interpreted that you'd cut a drastic amount of weight in a very short amount of time. So why don't you explain how it happened for you?
Well, my last fight was at 61 kilogram, you know, for UKFC Bantamweight Championships, and I was underweight, 1 kilogram under. Yeah. And 69 kilogram, I posted 69.9 kilogram. I posted that. It was after Bahrain, because it was winter and it was like Christmas holidays, and I didn't train much. I did train, but because gym was closed, so my weight gone up. So I came to the training camp to Tiger, and you know, after my fight, I was you know the weight I was 69.9. I posted on Facebook. That was after the.
So what date was that?
When I was weighing 69.9.
Yeah.
That was like after Bahrain, maybe December, January, you know, and that time, and then.
So like 5 months ago.
Yeah, it was 5 months ago. That's like not much from that time. So I was preparing for UKFC for 61 kilogram, and I weighed in under the weight, like 1 kilogram under the championships weight, and then.
And when was that fight? When was the UKFC fight?
23rd of March.
Right. Okay.
That was like
so
60.2. Yeah, 60.2 I weighed in. It's like easy weight cut. I didn't do a sauna or nothing, you know. And then, like 2 days after, I fly to Phuket, and after I train here, like every day, like 2-3 times training a day. And then, you know, on last day of registration, I asked Nigel to register me for Asian Open Senior Championship, because non-team travel to here. So I paid entry fee. I paid another flight, you know, from Phuket to Bangkok, like return ticket. And after training camp, I came, and 61, there was no space for bantamweight.
Right.
So I had to do flyweight. There was one space left for the flyweight. I believe I win 61 as well, you know, senior. I watched these guys. I believe I win bantamweight, but there was no space. So I accepted the 56.7, which I didn't fight at 56.7 for the last 3 years.
Right. Okay.
So I moved to category, but I've gone back again to like, and then here I made weight, everything good on same day weighing, and like on the way to fight, like 11 o'clock in the morning, like 5 minutes before the fight, the president of IMMAF stopped me, saying you shouldn't post this on social media. And you know, I told him that post, that weight is like way before.
Yeah.
I can't not be like 69.9 and making weight on like even 3 weeks, not enough for me making that weight. To make that weight, you need at least like 2 months, 1.5 months, and this will be with diet, not with water. And then I was like really upset. I was like, let me fight. I asked them. I was thinking, in my opinion, maybe they want someone different in the final. That's what I thought first. Maybe they have someone else. Maybe they don't want 18-year-old.
You thought there was maybe politics involved in the decision?
Yeah. I thought this. I thought they don't want 18-year-olds win senior category, and that would maybe not look for good organization. That was like my mind, because I was like coaching weight, diet. They don't let me fight. Like everything come in my head. I didn't know why they stopped me. So I asked them, just give me one fight and I'm gonna go. let me one fight. And then everything, we spoke to IMMAF, spoke to Nigel, and you've seen maybe in the comments. Have you read the comments?
Yeah, I've read some of the comments.
Yeah, Danny Mitchell posted. Danny Mitchell asked me 29th of April, what weight are you? And I told him 60.2.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's like 3 kilograms after that day.
Yeah.
You can make that in 2 hours. I didn't even do sauna, no nothing, just training and sweat out because it's so hot over here.
So when you asked to fight at flyweight, and obviously they are same day weigh-ins, so different from a lot of the setups when you just have a normal amateur fight. It's usually the day before. Was there any part of you that was worried about hitting the weight or continuing to hit the weight if you progress through the tournament?
Yes, I have good nutritionist. He told me everything. I asked him, can I make this weight? He said yes. He said how many fights. If there was 4 fights like at the World Championships, maybe it will be tougher. But they're like 3 fights, maximum, and it's not top opponents there. They're like there was guy who came second at Senior World Championships. I wrote down each opponent, each minute, and that I'm gonna work them out. And I believe I win this category easy and make that weight every day.
Yeah. And do you know when IMMAF were made aware of your post? And how come you were allowed to weigh in, which would obviously have been dangerous in itself if they knew about that beforehand? When was it brought to their attention?
I seen the screenshot. That was like day before. No, on basically 1st of May. No, 2nd of May was weigh-ins in the morning. 7 o'clock, 7 till 8 there was weigh-ins.
Yeah.
So someone sent someone from UK, and I know I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna speak to this guy directly, and like I represent UK. This guy told me like delete this post. Maybe people understand this wrong, and this guy just wrote straight to organization and say like this he shouldn't fight or something.
Yeah.
And that post was they sent him screenshot 10:36 p.m. on 1st of May.
But yeah, my thought process with that is I don't know why they didn't tell you that you wouldn't be able to compete then before you started cutting the welterweight, which is obviously the bit that they were most concerned about. They could have prevented you if you weren't going to be allowed to compete. They could have prevented you from going through that weight cut that they deemed to be so drastic. Of course,
because I was coaching weight in the morning also.
Yeah.
And I came last guy was at the weigh-ins, and it was tough, it was tough, but I was prepared for this. I was prepared for mentally, and I eat breakfast. I go. They was thinking from like day before, like till all the way 11 a.m. fight starts. I was 4th on, so they told me at 11 o'clock what happened. Like I'm not supposed to fight. I was 4th on. There was already 2nd fight on, like 11:15 maybe, and I was running upstairs, get ready, for the fight, and it's like I was like crying, and it's like
no.
It was crazy, but the thing is, the workout, I made mistake. It wasn't me who posted this, because Facebook and Twitter, my friend runs social media for me. Sometimes, when I'm coaching weight, it's no time for me to do this. Instagram, always for myself, not always anything I post, it's me. But I send him just picture and of I'm like on the bed, like and he posted that. That's the mistake. Maybe people don't understand this, and it's dangerous for kids who's looking up to me. Maybe that's what they think about.
Well, and I think like weight cutting is like so under the microscope at the moment. It's one of the most dangerous aspects of the sport, and especially at amateur level, I think they probably feel a responsibility to the athletes. And if it's out there in the public domain that somebody is doing something dangerous, then they probably feel the need to protect the fighter. And I guess the person who brought it to their attention, he didn't want you to take it down. He wanted to protect you from fighting if it had been a dangerous weight cut. But it seems to be a misinterpretation. People seem to think that you cut like 11 or 12 kilos of weight the week of the fight, which obviously wasn't the case.
It's impossible. It's impossible. Even UFC fighters, they can't do this if good nutrition is better, like with better environment. And I'm here in a hotel eating like I don't know. Sometimes I cook for myself because I don't trust this food around here, and it's without even coaches near me. I cannot make even like 6 kilograms in 2 weeks. It's impossible. Like this guy, he's understanding this, but he made that like too much. They didn't want to make noise if something happened with me. Like they want maybe pull me out of that because if I die or someone die in the cage, it will be make big noise. But pull me out of the fight, make bigger noise than anything. So it's not gone quite,
Yeah. So was there any kind of appeals process? Did they listen to the fact that it's just a misunderstanding?
No, I think it's misunderstanding. Sheriff Brown, he's maybe like he was shocked. Maybe he didn't understand little bit. This first time is happening because in Asia, one championship, someone died before, so there was a little bit worried. I understand from their point because they won't take this to Olympic level.
Yeah.
This IMMAF, and it's building really good. Like everything set up very nice, and then he asked me if I want to appeal. I don't want any appeal, anything like this. It is what it is. 5 years ago, I didn't even participate here. Never mind, like represent UK and stuff. 5 years ago, I have different life. So it was like lesson for me and another experience. And then after they told me they're gonna help me for the rest of the year with IMMAF tournaments.
Right, because I read last night that they were going to refund you your costs. So
they refund me. They help me for the rest of the year with IMMAF tournaments. I'm not gonna worry about. And Sheikh of Bahrain, Prince, he supported me good yesterday. Yeah.
I love the post that you put up about pretty much what you've just said. A few years ago, you never dreamed that you would be living this life, and you're still really grateful for everything that's happened to you so far. It's a very mature attitude to have, and a great attitude to have when you still must be really sore that you weren't allowed to compete.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Maybe I will go in that cage on the same day. Maybe I injure myself, or I don't know. Maybe crazy injury happen next 5 years. I'm not fighting. It's good. Even in this environment, I'm happy to be around the fighters, and this is like my life. I live in MMA, and it was a great experience. I think. Well, it make me more hungry now to fight at European Championships. I would like to do juniors and worlds, maybe seniors. I believe I win senior, junior. This level is like the way I train. I was at Tiger and I see all like professional fighters going out partying, and UFC fighters. They see me how I train, and I think next 2-3 years, if they carry on like this and I carry on like I am, I think it will be next story, different story.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. And I love that you're always desperate to test yourself against the best, you know, even when you can compete in juniors, you're happy to compete in adults, you push yourself to a different weight class because that was all that was available. You really want to test yourself, not just against the best, you know, locally to you. You want to test yourself against the best in the world always, and that's, you know, just a very admirable quality, and I can't see anything else other than it helping you to improve to the very highest level.
Yeah. Thank you. I just want to make history for UK, you know, become first junior, like I became already first junior male champion, and I want to become like 57 first junior UK champion, then become like Shoaib already, you know, Shoaib Yusuf, he's already like IMMAF world champion senior, but I want to like bigger record and bigger, like more to win IMMAF, because I know like UFC and all these organizations like Bellator, the more you win IMMAF, the bigger contract. I'm not understanding this management game, but I understand the more you win IMMAF, the more contract they offer, and then you can play with the cards, play with like good managers now message me like big ones, like I can't tell one of them, like Ali Abdulaziz messaged me like he wants me on the team, and now I play the cards. I decide which manager to pick.
So you don't have any management at the moment?
No. At the moment, I don't need a man. I already built myself. So who will? So who came? I think it's ready for them. Like 6-0, 7-0 pro. Then I will find the manager maybe.
Yeah. So who sorts out your sponsorship? Because I know you've got a sponsorship with Twins, and do you sort that all out yourself?
Yeah. Twins supporting me good. Twins, Pitbull, you know, Save Joe's, they supporting me. Like I used to like work sometimes, and now I just go any country, send them the receipts and everything sorted. Yeah. You know, it's easier now. It's easier, but for UK fighters, I think need some support. At least like UK, like have to fund fighters like somewhere maybe like 50% for number one in the country. You know, for like second number, like, you know, like for rankings maybe like 25%. Something needs to be organized, because a lot of talent in UK, like technically wise, I think grappling in UK is better than many countries. Countries. Boxing UK is number one, and there's a big talent. It's just not enough money. Like athletes have to work. Like I've got the sponsors, but I have to care about others too. So I try my best to get other athletes to get sponsorships. You know, I always introduce to my sponsors like these people, because I was a couple of years ago I was in that game.
So going back to Tiger Muay Thai for a moment, I saw on Mahudin Abu Bakr's Facebook that there was a list of people who've been chosen to do the Tiger Muay Thai trials, and your name was on the list.
Yeah. So, I was surprised actually.
Tell me about this.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm going. You know, it's like the game is free training. I came over, the Hickman brothers and Woody, you know, Woody, strength and condition, my coach, and they sort me out with free training. It was great training camp, very good training camp. I think before the fight we have to come here for big fights. It's like just next level training partners, like UFC fighters and Bellator and like this.
So what are the trials for? To be
basically
part of their professional team?
Yeah, out of all this list, about maybe 30 people there, they choose 5 people, like one wrestler, one Thai boxer, one boxer, maybe one grappler. Choose 5 people, and 1 year free training, 1 year free food, 1 year free hotel, and kit and sorting everything. Private,
so it's like
free.
A scholarship.
Yeah, it's everything free.
Wow.
It's about maybe $15,000 to equal, I think, this.
And of those 30 people that go into the tryouts, they were reduced down from a list of over 500 applicants.
Five people, yeah, and I think I believe I win. There's no like you have to be like next level wrestler or boxer. I think it's to show your teamwork and just like you have to push yourself like mentally. You have to show them you're mentally tough, and that's what they're gonna choose. They're not gonna choose like you like training of 3 hours non-stop. I think it's
Yeah.
about teamwork and mentally.
Well, that would be amazing if you could win that.
Yeah. If I train 1 year in Tiger, I think by 2022, 23, you see me in big organizations.
I think wherever you train, we're going to see you there.
Thank you.
So, just to wrap up, I'm so sorry that you weren't allowed to compete at IMMAF. I was really looking forward to finding out how you got on.
Yeah, already it's good. It's good because I met a lot of people. You know, Prince of Bahrain. Sit with him watching fights. He gave me big support. You know, he invited me to Bahrain before the World Championships for 1 month training camp, like for free. Everything will be. So I make good connections. Made listen from my experience. Everything good.
No, it's amazing. So it was a bad luck story to begin with, but I love your attitude and I love the way you're taking the positives from it, and I'm hoping that we can all learn about the dangers of social media and how things can come across.
Yeah, it's dangerous, and also it's like 50-50. Sometimes it could be against you, sometimes it could go for you, but there's like some snaky people that turn everything around, you know.
Yeah. But on the other side, it's such a great way to connect with your fans and, you know, and to get your story across to people and to get your name out there. Like, people need to, this is how people see what's going on the amateur scene. So, you know, definitely don't stop posting.
No, I never stop. I still post. Even if I'm 75 kilogram, I'm gonna post 75 kilogram. What it is, you know, people putting crazy amount of weight, and I don't want to hide this. Whatever I do, I'll do. And if people get this wrong, that's their opinions, and that's they. Like, I don't want to lie anything, you know. I cut like 2 kilograms for the or something like this. What I'm doing, I post truth.
Yeah. Well, best of luck. Best of luck with tryouts for Tiger. When is that?
Yeah. End of July, you know, after Europeans at the IMMAF, I'm going to IMMAF Europeans, and straight after that, I'm flying back to Thailand.
And the IMMAF Europeans, are you competing back at bantamweight?
Bantamweight juniors, yeah. There's another guy from UK, Marlon Jones, in my category.
Yeah.
And there will be like good bracket. This Japanese guy who I fought in the final in Bahrain, he wants a rematch, you know, so we're gonna give him a rematch.
Amazing. Well, best of luck with all your training. Best of luck with the IMMAF Europeans. Best of luck with the Tiger Muay Thai trials. I really hope that you get a place.
Thank you so much.
And I'm sorry you had a rough week, but I'm glad to see you're still smiling and everything's turned out okay.
I just want to give shout out all UK MMA, you know, they supported me good. They put nice posts out for me, and Nigel, and you know, Windy, and all Danny Mitchell, Dean Garnett, all these guys supporting me good. They understand my back story, what I'm doing is real, and what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
So big shout out to them.
Well, I'm glad we got the chance to get your story across, and we'll get this up on social media so people know what happened, and the fact that you weren't trying to cut 12 kilos on fight week.
No, I'm not. I'm crazy, but not that crazy, you know.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you so much, Mohamed. You take care. Safe travels.
Bye bye.
Speak to you soon.
Bye bye.